Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4. I'm Meldayanti.
I'm Anissa Effendi.
I'm Sartika Simamura.
We will present our material about
the role of input and factors affecting second language acquisition.
Please pay attention.
Nevertheless, input is unquestionably necessary for language learning, and there is no approach or theory in second language acquisition that goes against the significant role that input plays in enhancing language competence. Zhang, 2009. Indeed, input is important to learners because it feeds the innate system of that language through the conscious process of language learning, which aids the growth of that language. Rahimi, 2014. But on the other hand, input by itself cannot facilitate second language acquisition. As a result, learners' language competence in second language acquisition cannot be sharpened and developed without being involved in interaction. Therefore, interaction refers to the exchange of some language element in which there is some indication of uncomprehended second language utterance, use, and thus, in order to understand what that conversation in a particular second language context is about, participants usually attempt to interpose the stream of the ongoing conversation. Gas and Salinkar, 2001. Regarding the theories that link input and interaction, there are generally three views in the literature: behaviorists, mentalists, and interactionists. Each of these theories give us a different emphasis in explaining second language acquisition. In the behaviorist view, language learning is treated and occurred in environmental input. The process of language acquisition is therefore controlled from the external factor, which represented by the stimuli to which the second language learners are exposed, plus it grows by the reinforcement they receive in that input.
On the contrary, the mentalist theory gives a minimal role to external factors such as input and highlights the significant role of mental ability, which relate to the learner's black box. Thus, mentality theory claims that the learner's brains are the only tools that are especially equipped with certain ability to facilitate language learning. Thus, with minimal exposure to input, a learner's language competence can be triggered and acquisition can occur. The third view is represented by the interaction theory, which emphasizes the language learner can be react both through input, external factor, and internal language processing, internal factor through the learner's mental abilities, which emphasizes the role played by contribution of the learner's inner mechanism of language learner and external environment, as both factors are involved in the interaction activities.
Some students learn a new language more quickly and easily than others. This simple fact is known by all who have themselves learned a second language or thought those who are using their second language in school. Clearly, some language learners are successful by virtue of their sheer determination, hard work, and persistence. However, there are other crucial factors influencing success that are largely beyond the control of the learner. It is their complex interplay that determines the speed and facility with which the new language is learned. A second language is a complex brain activity that involves listening, speaking, reading, and writing. According to linguistic expert Stephen Presson, you can learn a second language in one of two ways. You can acquire it as a child does if she or he grows up hearing more than one language spoken consistently. or you can learn it studying the language's rules, structures, and vocabulary. Many factors affect the process of learning a second language, including self-confidence, age, exposure, and the method of learning. Okay guys, I think that's it for now. Thank you very much for your kind attention and bye bye.